The sun had not smiled upon the village of Ngoma for many moons. The earth was cracked like broken pottery. The rivers whispered only dust, and the drums of joy had long been silenced. Every morning, a dry wind swept across the plains, carrying the scent of longing and the sound of empty stomachs. Among the weary villagers was a young girl named Amina, small and slender, with eyes as bright as dawn even when the world around her turned gray. Each day she carried a clay pot upon her head and walked beyond the withered fields in search of water that no longer existed. Her feet were bare, but her heart was strong. At the edge of the village stood an ancient baobab tree, tall, hollow, and wise. It was said to be older than memory itself. The elders called it Grandmother Tree, for its roots reached deep into the heart of the earth, and its branches stretched toward the ancestors' sky. That evening, when the sky bled orange and the wind sighed with sorrow, Amina knelt before the baobab. Her pot was empty, and so was her hope. "Grandmother Tree," she whispered, pressing her small hands against its rough bark, "will you help us? The children are hungry, and the rivers have forgotten their names." Her voice trembled, and a single tear slid down her dusty cheek. It fell upon the roots and sank into the dry soil. Then the earth shivered. A soft hum rose from beneath her knees, deep and warm, like the heartbeat of the world awakening. The baobab's trunk glowed faintly, and from its cracks came a golden light. The wind paused to listen. A gentle, ancient voice spoke, slow as the movement of the stars. "Child of the sun, you carry more than thirst. You carry hope." Amina's eyes widened, but she did not run. The light shaped itself into the face of an old woman, formed from bark and leaves. "The rain has not forgotten you," said the spirit of the baobab. "But the sky listens only to hearts that beat together. Your people's hearts have grown apart." Amina bowed her head. "They fight over the last wells. They forget to share." The spirit extended a branch, and from it grew a single golden fruit, glowing softly like firelight in the dusk. "Then take this," said the spirit. "Plant it where hearts meet, not where hands fight. There, life will return." The light faded, and the night embraced her once more. In her trembling hands, Amina held the fruit of life. She walked through the sleeping village, through the fields of brittle grass, until she reached the dry riverbed, where men shouted, where anger echoed louder than prayers. Without a word, she knelt between them and pressed the fruit into the earth. "Let rain fall where peace is planted," she whispered. The ground began to tremble. The villagers stepped back in awe as roots burst through the cracked soil, spiraling toward the sky. Clouds gathered from every direction, swirling like her mother's old shawl in the wind. Then came the first drop. It fell softly upon Amina's cheek, cool and alive. Then another and another. Soon the sky wept freely, and the people laughed and cried and lifted their faces to the heavens. The baobab grew tall before their eyes, green and strong, its branches wide enough to shelter the whole village. The drought ended that day. Years passed. The land healed. Children played beneath the great baobab's shade, their laughter echoing like birdsong. And when Amina had grown into a woman, she would sit beneath its roots and tell the story to her own daughter. "Remember, little one," she would say, her voice soft as the rain that saved them. "The strongest roots grow from kindness. The sky listens when we listen to each other." And above them, the stars shimmered in the shape of a mighty baobab, watching over the land it once blessed with a single tear.